You guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiera, also known as the Digital Key, and on this platform we equip small business owners and personal brands with tools to confidently show up online and sell and grow their platforms. If you're new here, welcome to the family. If you're not new here, so glad to have you back. Thank you for tuning in. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to remain consistent with your brand. So I have 3 tips for you on how to keep your brand consistent. The first tip is to keep branding guidelines. So this can come in the form of a PDF, a folder like in a Google Drive or something of that sort. But it's for brands who have all these branding elements, and a lot of times they don't know what to do with them. So for example, me, I'm a brand designer. When I work with clients often, I send them over so many files, and I guess they get overwhelmed. But sometimes they don't use their branding properly. So I'll send them over a primary logo, and they'll screenshot their logo and set it as their profile picture. But then as they've done this, they've lowered the quality of the file so it looks blurry. Then they wonder why it looks blurry and why it looks unprofessional. And it's like, come on now. Having brand guidelines in place kind of keeps a central location for things and serves as a manual for when it's time to post things on social or use things or just put your brand out there, whether that be online or offline. So for online examples, you don't want to post a generic graphic. If you were to make the graphic yourself, your brand guideline book would show you the hex codes to use, what fonts to use, the weight of those fonts. If there's any sort of spacing between the letters or lines, it would tell you how much to use, what size font. Some brands, they have certain things on certain platforms that they don't want on other platforms, or different variations of their logos that they might not want shown maybe on something but like a newsletter. Something of that sort. It just keeps you grounded and keeps you consistent and lets you know, okay, when do I use this? It's something you can always refer back to, so there's no confusion on when or where to use your branding assets. Get your brand guideline book. I'll drop some links in the description of brand guideline templates so you can grab you one and complete it. So my second tip is to keep a consistent brand voice on all social media channels. So even though you have different audiences on different social media channels, there's a good chance that you're gonna have, quite a handful of followers who are spread out all throughout those social media. So someone probably follows you on Twitter, but they also follow you on Instagram, and they also follow you on Facebook, and so on and so forth. You want to make sure that your voice is consistent. You don't want to give off some arrogant vibe on Facebook, and then you're nice on Twitter, and then maybe you're a little sassy on Instagram. That just will confuse everybody, and then they're like, okay, is she even being authentic? What's going on here? Keep your branding consistent by using the same jargon, the same tone, and overall the same personality on social media channels. Make sure you don't switch up, because nobody likes a switcher up. And number 3 is to engage with content that aligns with your brand. So when I was trying to figure out how to explain this, the only example that kept popping up in my head was, how would you feel if you saw Kirk Franklin commenting on some shady post on the Shade Room? It was some post about some drama between maybe a rapper and some friends, and you saw Kirk Franklin in the comments with the eye emoji. How would that feel to you? Would you feel okay, what in the world, what does he got going on? You Kirk Franklin, why are you on the Shade Room? When interacting with other brands as a brand, and when you're sharing content, I know a lot of brands will share memes and things like that. So just make sure that the content that you're sharing and that the profiles that you're interacting with actually fits and aligns with your brand, because otherwise it can rub off the wrong way on some of your audience members. That's a way to lose some followers who, might get easily swayed. They might be well, she is on something else, so I'm just gonna unfollow. And so you guys, that was 3 quick and easy tips on how to practice brand consistency. I hope you guys found those tips insightful. They were pretty simple, but I noticed a lot of people don't practice them, so I was let me make sure I share this with them. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any brand consistency tips, please comment them down below. And of course, if you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. And if you really enjoyed this video, screenshot it, upload it to Instagram stories, and tag me at The Digital Key I'll have it right here for you. And let me know that you watched the video just so I can know to thank you. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.